Hi everyone, welcome to today's video in which I will be showing how to create a sample cricket application using Pega tool. As you can see on the left menu, you have the cricket super over case type. This has 3 steps: select venue, select team, and click button to play. First, let's see a first let's check a sample run of this case, and I will delve deeper into the configurations. To run the case type, click on save and run. So here it asks us select the venue. There are around 3, 6, 8 options. So if I say select venue as United States of America, then the stadium name pops up as Eisenhower Park Stadium. Similarly, I can test for other venues, like if I select St. Vincent and the Grenadines, stadium is Anna Queen's Park Oval. For Trinidad and Tobago, it is Wales Stadium. For Antigua and Barbuda, it is Sir Vivian Richards Stadium. For Barbados, it's Kensington Oval. And for Dominica, it is Windsor Park. Similarly, for Guyana, it is Providence Stadium, and for St. Lucia, it is Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. So now the user can click on submit button to proceed further. So the application is asking us to select a team, and as this is a super over competition in cricket, deliveries will be 6, and if we don't select any team and just simply click on submit button, the application will not let us further, stating that please correct flagged fields before submitting the form. Okay, I will now click on OK button. Say let's choose India as our team, and I am clicking on submit button. So I selected venue as St. Lucia, and Darren Sammy Cricket Ground Stadium got calculated by the application. So we have 6 deliveries to play, and as men's T20 World Cup is approaching in the year 2024, so I chose the format as a super over for fun. As we didn't choose any so the format is simple over here. If we click on a button, our score should populate below the button, and below this image for ICC T20 World Cup 2024, we have the scoreboard, like total deliveries left, total wickets lost, and total score of the selected team. So if I click on when I hover over on the first button, it is asking me click on this button to play first delivery. I clicked on the first delivery and I got to know that my score on first delivery is 2. So total score of India is 2 and deliveries left is 5. I'll click on, let's see what happens on the second delivery. I scored only 1. So 2 plus 1, 3. And as we played 2 deliveries, 4 deliveries are remaining. I'm clicking on the third button now. Third delivery. So for third delivery, we scored a 6. So total score is 9 and 3 deliveries are remaining. Fourth button, we got a 5. That is, the ball got hit on opposition team's wicketkeeper's helmet, which was parked on the ground, or somehow our batsman ran 5 runs on a very big ground. So we got 14 runs of 5 deliveries. Sorry, of only 4 deliveries. So on fifth delivery, again we scored 5 runs. So we scored 19 runs with 1 delivery remaining. Last ball we scored 2 runs. So we scored 21 runs with 0 deliveries left, and fortunately we didn't lose a wicket overall. So coming to the configurations, so this is the basic application I have created till now, and if you wish you can further enhance it with respect to your imagination and with respect to your creativity. Coming to the configuration, I will link the Google Drive path from where you can download your Pega personal edition, through which you can create this kind of an application. So I created case type cricket super over, and process name is select team. So in the first step, select venue. If I click on configure view, this section has been manually edited, open section. So I configured the venues as radio buttons. You can configure however you like. So I'm clicking on this layout settings. I put the property as select venue, visibility as always, disable never, required never. Editable. So on click of the radio button, initially I will open this select venue property. I configured it as text and gave display as local list table type, and manually entered the values, the 8 venues which we have seen earlier. So what happens is, on change, so whenever user changes selection of radio button, we are configuring action sets. Event and an action forms an action set. So whenever user changes the radio button selection. It posts value to the clipboard and then refreshes the this section refreshes section with I created a data transform set stadium name. If I open that, these are just manually entered. The coding part, first let's go to the pages and classes. I've written py work page as the same class in which we have this select menu COBK course BO work cricket super over. So whatever properties data transforms we see are there in the same class. So when select venue is Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, I am setting another property value stadium as Annos Queen's Park. Otherwise, when select venue is United States of America, setting stadium as Eisenhower Park, so on so. At last, otherwise set stadium value to Grand Prairie Stadium. Now let me close this. I'll click on submit. Stadium name is just a label field. Condition for visibility is mentioned. The selected venue should not be null. And here we display the application displays the stadium name calculated from the previously shown data transform. Condition for visibility same, selected venue should not be null. Also, if I click on stadium, again internally I configured it as a local list, and stadium can take these many values which we have seen, which just for to repeat, these are the values which we have seen in unit testing as well of the flow. Now once the user selection is done and user clicks on submit button, it goes to the next step, and select team is the section name. I configured it as a drop down with these configurations. As the video length is becoming large, I'm trying to compress, like I'll skip to the main part very quickly. The selected team, so I got this from a separate website which I will link up in the description. This many teams might have qualified. 2 to 19 is 18 teams so far for the T20 World Cup in 2024 for the men's ICC Men's T20 World Cup. In actions, same. So initially in select team, the first value I put it as null. So anyhow user needs to change the value from null to any team, then only the application allows the user to proceed further. That's why we configured it as change event, and in the same action set one, first one is post value, second one refresh this section, and here we are setting default values using the data transform set default values. Again we need to individually create these properties in the specified class. I configured each one as an integer. So configured py workpage dot score as 0, score 2, score 3, 4, score 5, score 6. So these are respective scores on corresponding deliveries 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And py workpage dot wicket holds the number of wickets lost. Py workpage dot deliveries holds the deliveries left in the innings, and py workpage dot total score computes the total score scored by the team till then. So these are just cells which I have just mentioned for presentation purpose. Moving on to the final final step. The user interface looks like this. How we configure this: stadium name is label, condition for visibility. You can pause the video and check the configurations. Selected this, I configured this as an inline layout. So moving on to the main logic of the application. So for one button I will explain, remaining will be the similar. Dot click here is the property name, and it is a boolean type which can hold only two values, true or either true or false. It is like either user clicks on the button or doesn't click on the button. I couldn't find a bat or a ball symbol in Pega, so I have used ping pong, the table tennis icon for button image. Again visibility condition. In action set, so when user clicks, first we are posting the value to clipboard, refreshing the section with first one is button 1, set is button 1 clicked. So if user clicks on dot click first button name is dot click here, so we are setting dot click here to true. So based on that flag value, if the button is already clicked, we will not show the button again to the user. That is one thing. And the second one is we will refresh the section again with a new data transform, compute score. So this is the main logic. So when user clicks on the first button, this becomes true. Dot click here equal to 2, so this will be true. And from the previous step, deliveries is also 6, so this second part of the expression of the when rule, this also will be true. So true and true evaluates to true. Boolean expression, a Boolean when or an expression evaluates to true. So the rule resolution enters step 1.1, where I'm setting py workpage.score. So first score on first delivery. So here we are using this expression function, random function. Actually random returns a double value between 0 to 6 based on this range values. Left range is 0 and right range is 6. So in order to round it to an integer, I have used round function, random function within a round function. So if the random value returned is 0, we are checking based on this expression. This is how it works. Like if a team as super over is kind of tense situation for the teams, and if they have scored 0 on a particular delivery, and based on that particular time, whether it is a even time or an odd time, I'm updating the wicket count as well. If it is an percentile 2, so dividing by 2, if I get a reminder as 0, I'm updating the wicket count, otherwise I'm not updating the wicket count. This is the expression I have used. Into 3 was a trial and error. Why I used is, you can also try it out and check. So you can forget step 1.2 for now. Moving on to step 1.3. As the user has already played the first delivery, the deliveries left will be 5, and we are updated total score as py score from only first delivery. Similarly, second step, the when rule will be dot click here to is true, that is second button, and deliveries remaining is equal to 5. Then py workpage.score2 is similar expression function round of random 0 to 6. If it is evaluates to true based on the current time, if it is even time, update the wicket count, otherwise don't update. And then if user has clicked on the second button, update deliveries left to 4 and compute total score as pyworkpage.score plus pyworkpage.score2. The score, the score scored by the team on the first delivery as well as on the second delivery, add both. So the logic will be similar for all the remaining blocks of the code, and for the third delivery the total score will be pyworkpage.score. So basically adding score, score 2 and score 3. So in the end it will be deliveries left will be 0 and total score will be pyworkpage plus pyworkpage.total score equal to pyworkpage.score plus pyworkpage.score2 plus pyworkpage.score3 plus pyworkpage.score4 plus pyworkpage.score5 plus pyworkpage.score6. So basically for each button okay, here helper text is wrong, but let me go to second button. The action set will be similar, post value, and reusing data transform names might be different, but the logic will be similar. Setting the click here to property to true if the button is clicked, and refreshing the section by reusing the already created data transform, that is compute score, which we have seen just now. And this is just for informational text purposes. These cells are integers, label values, and based on if first button is clicked, and this is a paragraph rule. I will just briefly go through it. So paragraph rule, paragraph name is current score, visibility always, class remains the same. So this image also I copied from internet, from a site. I will link it up in the description. For logo for the 2024 World Cup, and these are the 4 lines of text. Scoreboard of how did we get the team name, just this is the syntax. Lesser than symbol, dot property name, greater than symbol, total deliveries left, lesser than symbol, dot deliveries, greater than symbol. So it follows for wicket property as in wickets lost, and total score of dot select team is dot total score. In paragraph rule, this is the syntax. We need to use less than symbol, reference the property using dot, and then finish off with greater than symbol. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching the entire video till now, and You can extend the application for two innings, that is two teams playing at the same venue, and let me know the highest score you have scored using this application by recreating it at your end. Thank you.